Good afternoon. Welcome to Options Tenders, the members video. We're doing this Friday, July 26, 2024. Welcome, everybody. We have a setup on Snow on the higher time frames. We're going to go through multiple time frames, monthly down to the 65, and look at this setup. I put on the trade alert just a little bit earlier and looking for some long calls with a bullish 1-2 setup. So let's jump right into it. Should be a pretty short video. Looking at the monthly time frame, I had this the last time we talked about Snow. I had somewhat of a channel here, and the monthly time frame, it's not super important, but we held that there. It seems to be at least significant, and price bounced after a huge monthly candle and closed above, just about on that channel. So to be a little bit more bullish here on this time frame, I'm looking for this month end to be just a little bit different, possibly even closing above if this setup plays out really quick. And I mean, by next week, you only have about 3 more trading days in the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of this month. So far it's working out, but I'd love to see a close and a tweezer bottom with these 2 monthly candles. That would be really good. Doesn't have to be, but it's still, at this point, just because you have 2 long candles here, it's still considered tweezer bottom, but 2 nice dojis would work out perfect. Okay, so we're getting we're about to get a monthly crossover. We have some momentum starting to move up. We're oversold after this correction. So I'm starting to think momentum is starting to go to the upside. And that's on the monthly. So we're starting to look a little bit better on the lower time frames, which is, definitely how things work. Here's the channel on the weekly, just kind of oscillating around it, dipped below, got above, and doing the same. So we're still in a bearish stance, but we're looking at some changes here. We have some green. It looks like we might have a green one coming here soon, a bullish crossover on the weekly time frame. And again, we're oversold, coming out of that oversold, and now setting up for a possible bullish play. Now, this seems to be kind of oscillating and getting tighter, so could price go a little bit lower, maybe even a low underneath this low here. It's possible while this gets tighter and tighter, falling. So that's something we have to be, that's the risk of this. And then we can go to the daily time frame. Daily trend is our friend, and we have these very good supports here and here. So yes, price can go lower, and we can look for lower support, possibly around the 120 as well, and fill out this wedge a little bit more. But it does appear that this move is over, and it's possibly a zigzag. It also could be a 5-wave move where you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 complete here, and that would possibly be some sort of maybe flat pattern that corrected after this low being good. So this all being an A, B. How am I doing this? This would be a complex correction or flat pattern. To where we're correcting. This is all a wave 2 or B, and then we should see higher above here if that were a C. So a couple different ways you can look at it. 1, 2, or A, B, with this being some sort of C wave if it's a 5-wave move. If this is the initial move up here and we're correcting this, it could be just a 3-wave move here. Not really important to get those counts in. It's just giving a structure, but the higher time frame setup is a bullish falling wedge. So that's what we're keying in on. This will be our stop at the 125 here, possibly a 1-2 or an AB setting up. We're having a little bit of trouble with the 8 EMA. If you want to have a conservative trade over the downtrend line, and 133 looks like a real conservative, great breakout play. I'm basing mine off of this move here, and so I'll use 125 to put my back on. And if it starts break below there, then we'll reevaluate. So with the market seeming to get, and I'm going to show you this on the market video, to get bullish, I think we'll get one more high in SPY and the small caps and DIA all being a little bit stronger. And I think the Qs will move along with it, but just be a little bit weaker. So I'm not going to play too many big tech plays and not a lot of the triple Qs until we play to any downside. Okay, and it should be really volatile. So we should see some of these names start to catch up and squeeze. And yeah, so I don't know if I did any sort of Elliott wave here. So with the Elliott wave from the entire move here, we're down on that 887. So this is a significant Fibonacci. And so far we're holding that position twice. And so that's why this will be a good stop for us to stay above, get below there, and then it's just more likely that we see some lows, some new lows, and that would kind of create, if we were talking about I'll go to the 65 in just a second, and that would mean just from the beginning here, the IPO had that initial move up, but now it looks like a corrective 3-wave move is done, and now we can start to move higher, but you know, it'd be more like a 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe leading diagonal, something like that. And I'm not sure if we get another low, that would be some sort of 5-wave move that's overlapping. So maybe that would be our new setup there. But for now, we're looking for the bull side. We saw some alerts there. We got SPY lifting up. So let's go to 65 and kind of end this video. We're playing Lulu. That was a good move there. Goldman Sachs was a great move. We're already out of that play. So here's the 65. A beautiful bullish falling wedge. And getting lower here, we have another wedge playing out. And this is our key support at the 125. And this 1-2 setup, if you're not familiar, I do have a video on a 1-2 setups. And thought I had, that's all right, we'll draw it out. So this is our 1-2, it would be a AB or 1-2 setup from this low here on a lower time frame. You can even do the 15-minute or so on this time frame. We draw out our retracement from top to bottom, and this is the thicker line. That's our 62% retracement. That's a perfect 1-2 setup. And the range can always go down to the 786, but we always say the golden zone is 50-60% and starting to push. Price is starting to push off of here now. And I'd love to see this high taken out at 133. And that would be our, again, that conservative move. You take this high out here, and I think we have ourselves a runner, because this is a very suppressed stock. There will probably be some news with it. Huge falling wedge. This thing will probably over the 133 really start to take off, and at minimum in the near term we'll be looking for a nice squeeze to possibly test this 145 area. So that's all we have. See you guys in the next video.